So this is a basically do while loop wherein I am initializing a value and I am running a loop in a do while condition. So try it out, and after trying it out, tell me what is the difference between a while loop and a do while loop. So basically the difference between while and a do while loop is, in the while loop first you check the condition, and if condition fails it will never go inside, right? If I make here 0, then it will never go inside the loop, right? But here in the do while loop, even if I make it 0 here, it will not go inside this loop, right? Sorry, it will still go inside the loop at least once, but in this case it will not go in loop as soon as the condition fails. So in the case of do while loop, the loop is executed at least once, whether the condition is true or condition is false, it really does not make a difference, right? So are we clear on this? If you want to first once execute it and then check the condition, right? So when you want to make sure that at least the code is executed once before any check of condition is done, then we can go with a do while loop, right? But while loop is, if you want to just check beforehand if something is right or wrong, then you should go for a while loop. Is that right? Okay. So next topic which I am going to look at is functions. So what is a function in so let's look at functions in Java. So what is a function? Let's try to understand what is a function. So so suppose this is a coffee machine. Sorry. Suppose this is a coffee machine here. Okay. Now what happens? Let's say you go and press power button here. Let's say there is a power button here. Okay. You press it, it turns on or off depending upon the current state of the coffee machine, right? So as a result of pressing this button, what is happening internally, a lot of things are happening, that it is warming up the water, it is mixing coffee, it is doing this, it is doing that, it's doing a lot of things. So internally it does some operation, right? So it is performing some function for you, right? Okay. Now once you press this button, does it give any output to you? No, it does not. It just starts, it performs some action, but to the end user it is not expecting anything, like it is not expecting coffee from the machine, it is just assuming that the machine will start up for you, right? Now let's say there is a option here to press coffee 1, coffee 2, coffee 3, whatever, 1, 2, 3. Suppose you press one of this, it will be dispensed from here and you put your mug here, right? So this time if you press this one, again some function is happening, that it, depending upon the choice you have made, it will mix so much amount of water, so much amount of milk and sugar, and it will give coffee to you. Okay. So this is also a function, but difference between these two is that it does not return anything to him, right, but it does return something to him, that is coffee in the coffee mode, right. So this function, the first one is known as a function which returns a value, and the second one is a function which does not return a value. Okay. So do you understand what is a return type of a function? A function which returns a value has a return type. If it does not, it does not have a return type. Yes, it is not returning, it is not giving anything as an output to the end user, though internally it is doing a lot of things. Okay. So let's look at an example of a function. If you will go here, let's create small function. If you go to this functions, let's create small function, not this one, my function. Let's go here. Okay, so what is a function? Function, uh, uh, programmatically or technically, we define function as a collection of statements which does something. Okay, so let's say I create a calculator here. I create a calculator class. Okay, what is a calculator supposed to do? It should do add, addition, subtraction, multiplication. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so I will create a method here which I am going to call as addition. So I'll say public, what is public, we'll come to it later, void addition, right? So here I just is out of 10 plus 20, right? It's a simple function which is doing an addition for me. Now this function is only adding it, it is not returning anything for me, so therefore the return type is void here, right? So if I want to call this function, I will put this name here followed by bracket and semicolon. So this will call this function. So when you start your program, what happens, the Java calls the main and main is calling this, right? How do you call a function? You give the name of the function and followed by bracket, which is very much similar to this one. So
addition function is already there in library, or
no, we defined it, right?
okay,
We just defined that function.
we can define any function just like that.
Yes, how is a function defined? It has public. What is public? It is an access modifier. I will talk about this public later. Static, and then void is the return type. So just now worry about the void, rest we will talk about later. So since this function does not return any value, so I say return type is void. Void means nothing. And name of the function, and then I say add two numbers, right? So let's run this program. Right click, run as Java application. So we see the sum as 30 here, right? Any question here? Yes, so okay. So okay, let's do it simply like this. I'll make it int c equal to 10 plus 20, and then I'll display c here. We will come to this one later, okay? So is this simpler here for now? So if I run it, I still get the same output, right? So please write this code and try to execute this program. So where does this, if you double click here, it shows the entire selection of the class from this to this. Here is the end of the class, right? If you double click here, this is the main function, starts here and ends here, right? So you cannot have a function within a function. You have to create a separate function which is start here and end here. Okay, so please try out this quickly. So let us create one method. So this method does not return anything for me, right? So if it does not return anything for me, let's create a method which returns. So let's say public static int is the return type, add add bstration. Okay, here I will say int c equal to 10 minus 20, right? And then I say return of c. So you will see that this method is now returning a value. Yes, no, I am saying explicitly that return a value, and it is it is returning an, if you will see, it is returning an integer value. Yes, and therefore I have to explicitly say that return an integer, right? Now if I call this method, so let's say this is a coffee machine which is returning coffee to you. So if you will call that subs, okay, so if you call this method, the method will get called, control will go to that method and do the subtraction. But if it is returning a value, you have to store it in some variable, right? So I'll say int val equal to subtraction. So this will call this, it will perform the operation, it will return a value c which will be assigned to variable val. Yes, and then I can say sys out of val, sys out of val. Right? Wrong? Who did not understand this?
I'm confused also, like void you said you don't get any output, right?
No, I did not say that.
Void won't perform any function.
Sorry?
Void. So why we are calling void there?
Void is when it is not returning any value. Void means nothing.
Yeah.
So does this method return any value? It does not.
When we run it, we are getting right 30 or something.
No, that is the
Output.
execution of output within the function. But does this function return something to you? If I call you, okay? So I call you. If I call you, you call me back. You are returning the response to me, right? So for in the first case, there is no response returned, right? If I pass a ball to you, you get the ball, but if you pass it back to me, then you return it back to me. So it is not returning anything, right? Does it return any value? It does not, right? Yes, both are the method, but the difference is this is I am switching on the power of the coffee machine. If you switch on the power, what is the output you get? Do you get any output? No. So this is switching on, but this is get coffee. So it is returning coffee for you. So that coffee you will store in the mug, which is int val, and then you can display here.
So actually this is
Come,
addition.
when we use it, I will come to that. But first of all, let us understand this. Okay? Yes.
In this case addition to कुछ तो like value return होगी sir.
No, addition is not returning a value, right? Returning a value means function is returning. Huh. Huh.
Here we get 10 plus 20
हाँ.
30
Yes.
और यहाँ पे subtraction हो रहा है.
Hmm.
तो हमने यहाँ पे return void integer declare करके किया इसलिए return लिखा है.
Yes. And
In case हमने subtraction में integer addition किया तो हमें वहाँ पे return type लेना पड़ेगा.
in क्या in if what is your question?
हाँ वो void के बदले अगर हम लोग वहाँ पे integer
Yeah. Yes. If I make it int, then I have to make sure that I return C also. Right? If the method is required to return a value, then it has to return a value, otherwise it will become a compile time error. If I stated here that it is a return int, but I don't return a value, it will be an error. If you are pressing a coffee button on machine and if it does not give a coffee, you will call the support and say it is not working, right? There is some problem or error. Similarly, if a function, if you are stating that it returns a value and if you don't return anything, that means there is a problem or it's a compile time error. Yes? Clear now? Is it clear? Where it is not clear to you? Huh?
and we don't have to mention the void feature before like returning, right? We can just
If nothing is getting returned, you have to specify void. How does the Java know that method is not returning anything?
no, I got that
Huh.
void, but say I just want to do the subtraction, I don't want to do void addition, I can remove that and
Yes,
add
yes,
it, right? It's
whichever
not necessary we have to have that.
you call the method when as and when it is required, right? It is your choice. Okay, so what is your question? I will explain you, but first tell me where you did not understand. Which part you did not understand? So this is an example. This is an example where I just call the method and in the method addition happened, right? Is that right? Okay. Now what can So okay, so we understand what is a function, right? Yes, no. So function is a set of statements which you can call, and those statements will be executed. So the question that I was asked is, what is the use of a function? Okay, so this is a very simple function. Let's create one more complex function that has 10 statements. So I will say I'm creating a complex function here. I'll call it public void public static void complex complex function. Okay, let's say sys out of, here I am writing complex. Okay, and this line, I mean this, each of this line is a statement. For now I am just writing this. Okay, so assume there are 10, 20 or 30 of this, and each of this line is doing some kind of an operation. For now we'll just make it system.out. Now if I have to perform this operation 10 times, then there are two choices I can make. In the main program I can either copy this once. So let's say I copy this once here. Let's say first I wanted to do here, then I wanted to do here after this, and then after some more lines I wanted to do here. So does it make sense to write all the same statements so many times? So rather I will take all the statements, put it in one function and call that function, right? So functions saves us a lot of repetition of code, and maintenance is also easy, right? If I have so many code, if I have to make change in one place, I have to make changes in all the place. But if I have a function, I will just go and make change in that function, right? So if I have this function, wherever I need it, I will just simply call this, right, with a single line of statement here. So let's say I called it here, then if I wanted to call, I will call it here. I can call it wherever I want to call it. Is that right? Understood why we use functions?
So say one developer he wrote additional function, which I don't know. In the future I go and I started writing some function and I give same name. Will that give the error?
What is your question?
Say
Some
you are a developer, you added the additional function in somewhere in the code, which I don't know.
Okay.
I also started working on the same code, and I also give the same function name. Will that?
Yes, it will give an error. So you cannot have two functions with the same name.
Yeah.
We will talk about it in some time. I am going to go to that only. Okay. So is this clear? What is a function? Yes. Okay. So then next. So this is how we write a Symfony function. Now by looking at this code, I want you people to do an example or try an exercise where this is addition, subtraction. Write two methods, which is division and multiplication, and perform the division and multiplication, and one should return a value and other should not return a value. Is the question clear? So please try it out. For the people who have already done it, I am giving you some assignments. Please try out those assignments here in the class. So how many have you tried the assignments which I sent mail for pinged on WhatsApp yesterday? How many tried? Okay, so you also tried? How many you did? So did you try this relational operators? Yes, no? You tried? Okay, fine. So people who did not try, please at least go to Google. You have access to internet. At least use two of this. Do it right away. Okay. Then I believe this one is very easy. If you want to do it, do it. Otherwise, you can skip it. I want you people to try this program. that use a loop and operator to display me a table of 8 and it should show as like this: 8 into 1 equal to 8, 8 into 2 equal to this. Okay, so please do this and try this one, I will help you. So just remember, okay, okay, so what you can do is string concatenation, that plus operator which is there. If you type something like this, for example, just to give you hint how you can do this, or maybe we can wait for some time before we try this. If you don't want to try this, logic area of parameter you can try. I want you people to write a program to swap two numbers. First use a temporary variable and then without a temporary variable. Okay, understood this question? And please try swap numbers using, okay, so this is normal swap and swap without a variable. Okay, so I am sending this link to you. Please try out at least 2-3 of this right away. Before we move ahead, I want to make sure that you are comfortable with coding and logic building.